Game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself in our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
The Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Sacramento Kings.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easy.
And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and dedication was your work ethic. What motivated you to continue to work hard, even into your last year in the NBA, when your body sometimes would say, no more work, right? No more work.
Yeah, I love the process. I love the process more than the actual game, because it's a puzzle. You have to figure out how things are going to work. Okay, my ankles won't loosen up. How do I get them to loosen up, right? Contrast therapy, stretch, modalities, strength training, right? So it's a constant
That would
puzzle.
take hours and hours and hours.
And hours.
Yeah.
Very tedious things, but it's like a quest. You're trying to figure out what's going to work, right? It's the little challenges along the way that always kept me interested.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Ben Simmons. Horford is out there with Embiid. And it's Smith. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And that one's good. Simmons.
Gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
The Lakers on offense. There's the pass to James. And LeBron throws it down.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Simmons with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. You take a look at the 76ers. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
And the 76ers tack on two more.
And this is what you want to see from Simmons. I mean, you want to see him drain the ball in the in-between spots. It only makes him more confident.
The kid passes to Brown. For three. And Cousins kicks to Davis. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Davis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Kobe, one of your trademarks, the fadeaway jumper. It's so effective because it's unguardable.
Can't guard it. I remember playing against Eric Snow in the Sixers one time in Philadelphia, and he was a really great defensive player. And I took him down the post, and I turned around, and I hit a fall away. And running back out the court, he was like, man, if you're going to make that, man, it's just, I just got to put my hand up. If you're going to make that shot, God bless you. I said, well, then God bless me, because I practiced that shot thousands of times, so thank you.
And he was a good defender.
He's a great defender.
Yes.
But those fadeaway shots, players are just used to putting the hand up. But if you just put a hand up, and these are shots that I take thousands of times, you just got to hope I miss it.
And you didn't.
No, not that one.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
Right side Simmons. To the inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Now let's send it over to DA, who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Simmons after the basket by Los Angeles. To the middle. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. That's now 8 points for Ben Simmons.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. As always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the 76ers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Magic sitting in second place.
And right now for the 76ers, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
There'll be a lot of guys, once they stop playing, their bodies change. Yeah. Yet they still have the ailments.
That's generous.
But a lot of guys have ailments that linger on through their post-career. What kind of workout? We know you were just a workout fiend when you played, but what about now in retirement?
I work out hard.
Do you?
know, yeah, it's become a challenge to say, because most players, when they retire, say, you know what, I just don't want to gain a boatload of weight, right? And so they just try to manage that. I don't want to manage something. I want to attack something. So I'm going to say, you know what?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, revelation. And so I said, I'm going to train harder than I ever did because I want to look good. I want to be fit for my children. I want to be able to chase them around and be able to show up at some of these retirement ceremonies or some of these other things.
And looking like you did when you played.
Being in great shape.
Yeah. And here is LeBron. After the three-pointer from Al Horford. Brown, good.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going that way.
The 76ers trailed by 3. Smith finds Simmons. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Pass to Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 6. Harris against James, and it's good for 2.
Oh, you love the use of the mid-range jumper from Harris. Just takes his time and makes sure he's in rhythm before releasing the shot.
Passes it to LeBron. Brown with it, guarded by Harris. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here is Harris. A 35-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And when you're Harris's size, you have to really use your length to beat defenders, and he is just so good at doing that.
Here's the kid, Tobias Harris, picking up that last basket. LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Embiid, and the shot goes in. James has got 8 points. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that topic?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you. You have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
And the 76ers making a change here. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Johnson comes in for Al Horford. Ennis, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Smith.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron would probably never be able to skip.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. Fifth on the list, LeBron James.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Oh, yeah, Greg, there's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Kobe, a lot of guys would keep written notebooks on team styles, individual players, some do it mentally. What did you do?
I used to do that too at the start, and then I started kind of looking at the lineage of coaches. I started figuring out that most of them come from the same coaching pedigree. Therefore, the defensive packages are pretty much the same.
So you studied coaches.
Well, yeah, because the defensive schematics are all the same. Like, if you look around now, how many Popovich disciples do you have?
A lot.
Right, so you're essentially playing against the same defensive strategy that you would see against a Popovich team. The same offensive philosophy that you would see from a Popovich team. Right? So it's all consistent. It's all there.
Here's the kid. 26 points for him last game against Toronto. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Davis. And it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Simmons kicks to Monroe. Back to Simmons. Pass to Korkmaz. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, putting up about 22 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And he's such a presence for them inside.
No questions. He blocks shots, controls the glass, does everything asked of him and more.
James wide open. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
The 76ers trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Here's Monroe. And the jam by Greg Monroe.
Well, you know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Well, Kobe, you're known as one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I know you feel there are a lot of guys in that first line of the sentence, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Guys that I've watched growing up. I mean, listen, I go all the way back to the days of Pollard and Mikan, and I've watched them all. Let alone the Baylors, the Chamberlains, the Jabbars, the Worthies. Man, I mean, it's just...
What names?
I mean, what franchise has those?
No one.
Right? I mean, if you look up in the rafters and you see all the jerseys that are hanging up there, they're not some of the all-time Laker greats. They're some of the all-time greats, period. Right? And so to be a part of that franchise is just mind-blowing.
Here's LeBron. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Smith checked in for the 76ers. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers trail by 10. Now here's Ennis. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. From past the arc. That one doesn't go. Good D by James. Davis with it. Now Smith defending. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The kick out to Brown. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 11 points.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Now Smith, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And there's the pass to Monroe. Over Cousins. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Smith is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Ennis. Then there's Monroe. And it's O'Quinn in at the 4. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Korkmaz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Monroe dishes to Ennis. Kobe, a lot of teams now playing a more spread-out offensive style. You played with a spread 4 and Robert Horry and R. Odom. You also played with more of a twin tower feel on your roster. Which way would you lean when you think about those different styles?
That doesn't matter to me.
You like them all?
Yeah, it just depends on the personnel that you have.
Right.
And with the personnel that you have, you make the most out of it.
That puzzle you keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, every puzzle's built different.
Right.
Right? And you just try to do what you can with what you have. So it doesn't matter.
And you like that figuring out process.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even though you're the same, you've got to kind of adapt now what's on your roster.
Yeah, you have to be able to adapt to the players that you have around you, you know, and understanding what they need. It's not what you need. It's what do they need. And as long as the leader of the team can make that shift, they'll be fine with whatever they have on their roster.
Great description. And the first one drops. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The 76ers trail by 12. Korkmaz kicks to Smith. just his first attempt. Rebounded by the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. But they ran out of gas.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks Ennis. And that one hits back iron. Lakers leading by 13 and playing in Los Angeles. Did you ever look into the crowd and just appreciate that platform and just think, wow, how can it get any better than Los Angeles and winning in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I used to look on the sidelines when I first came out here and you see Jack Nicholson, you see all of these A-list celebrities and actors. The thing that I always found fascinating and interesting is that I would go and watch them on the screen. And here they're all watching me perform.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating because when we watch them on the screen performing, you understand that there's one take, there's two takes, there's three takes, right? There's prep that goes in. When they're watching us perform, there are no backsies. Right, if I take a horrible shot, I can't say cut, take two. you know what I mean? Exactly. And so I took a lot of pride in trying to give them the best performance I possibly can, live and direct.
And Philadelphia has possession after LeBron James hitting the three. And the 76ers call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense because what they've been doing so far is not working.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in, and then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Monroe. Horford comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Harris subbed in for Ennis. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Embiid finds Horford, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between three-point shots and two-point shots for the Lakers.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Now here's James. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Embiid against Cousins. Pass to Hunter. He kicks to Rondo. It's taken away by Smith. Now the feed to Embiid. Back to Smith. Six on the shot clock. They need this one. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rondo against Smith. Rondo passes to Cousins. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins. The 76ers trail by 18. Smith outside. Kicks it to Harris. Passes it to Horford. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The focus from Horford, I mean, just shrugging off the foul for the and-one finish.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Here's Hunter. 8 points his last outing. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. James in the post. Guarded by Harris. That one drops for him. And that's 21 points for LeBron.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
Rondo against Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
You see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down here.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Lakers lead by 17.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Green, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. James, no good. The 76ers trail by 17. To the inside. And the rejection by Cousins.
And the defensive Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
And so here is Philadelphia. And slam dunk by Harris.
And Horford really shows off his nice passing with that dime. For a big man, he sees it full of area.
Here's Hunter, guarded by Simmons, and play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal swing.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come out so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
Green kicks to LeBron. Davis looking for an opening. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Don't get in his way. Horford not to be denied when he gets hit in that goal.
Pass to Hunter. Fires from deep. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Korkmaz passes to Harris. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Hunter. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Davis inside, working on Horford. Here's Cousins. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Korkmaz. It's all in by Rondo.
He thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense gave up on that play.
That's his ninth field goal in the contest. A blistering high, 9 for 11.
All James easy, just a little. Gotta go over the thing every time.
Here's Korkmaz. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Embiid in the corner. And they just with the rebound. They've got a good rebound right now in the game. The pass to Hunter. It's up a 3. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis, he's got 3 assists tonight.
Against this win, he does a nice job of creating enough separation.
Yeah, but now the Ignite advantage, but that's some way to get out there on that rim. You got to come check that.
Here's Horford. He take 15 points in the last one against the Kings in Sacramento.
We had to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his heel down low. The attention of the media. It's why these guys are completely broke.
They continue to extend the lead.
Rivers inside. By LeBron. It's just the Sixers with another minute.
Can't wait to see where the game can go.
The Lakers are made through their third tonight. 6-9 to be exact. Here's what the Lakers are going right now. JaVale McGee checked in Green. Shea comes in and Kyle Kuzma subbed in James. Philadelphia making changes. Monroe checked in Joel Embiid. Johnson comes in Alpha. And Dennis in from Tobias Harris.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
2 seconds left. Here's Monroe.
Great awareness of the clock and the quarter.
I like that, even though he's in a hurry. He still remains up to his role.
And so LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's had their first remark. 25 points for him in this game. They have looked at him over and over to make things happen. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
You have anything here with Brett Brown? Coach, it seemed like I got him out a little flat. I need to get some energy for the second half.
Just go with people that energy. I feel like I'm not here aggressive. Whatever we're going to do, what our defense also far as
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they just ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest. They keep getting shots, 8 and then.
Shaq, what do you think about Philadelphia?
I got to use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. It's about cutting into the deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
You've got Brown. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Davis. And then it's the kid and it's Cousins at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Here's the kid, guarded by Simmons. Brown wide open, he fired. And again, it's the Lakers.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Horford. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Chris, a unique aspect of Horford's game, he's the rare big who can repeatedly initiate the offense.
Yeah, he's a good ball handler, has great vision. You see him making the right decisions time and time again. He's a consummate team player.
Here's the kid. Outside, Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Davenport. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing. Those two things that he possesses.
By great leaping ability, such an advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about the bigs who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
You have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks it, looks like a Nerf. He just throws it up there. The way that he gets up, how about Drummond, the way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second, how quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. And I think of athletic big men. I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time playing basketball.
Here's the kid. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Los Angeles with another miss.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Smith finds Horford. Another shot, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for the Lakers. And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park and they took the risk of drafting Embiid. Have a star like Embiid, he's so personable. It's rare. I mean, it's practically the voice of the city at this point.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 13. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Embiid. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 27 points a game, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
The 76ers trail by 13. Simmons feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Smith. Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Embiid with the steal. To the inside, Smith. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists now in the game.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And the way they clamp down on D has been a big factor in this one.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for. Last season, CWeb, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect, in your opinion, so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt, or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely he managed your body the way that a coach should, but I don't think that this is something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent, but I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big deal.
That's Sam.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Takes a three, and the three ball is good. The kid's got his second bucket of the night.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the net. That's his focus right now.
It's stolen by Smith. Down low, Embiid in the corner. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's the kid. He has 5. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Agüero. Puts up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Smith surveying the D. Kicks it to Simmons. Embiid against Davis. Embiid, the pass to O'Quinn. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, I just love the way Embiid controls the game and inserts his will on the floor. He's so sound offensively and has a terrific inside-out game. And defensively, he'll always challenge a shooter or someone foolish enough to drive in on him.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Brown. The 9-footer's on the mark. Brown's got 19 points.
Now that's just how you draw it up, right? As easy as a look as they could find.
And Simmons kicks to O'Quinn. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Brown's got the ball. And stolen by Simmons. Now here is Smith. Not a lot of room. Pass to Simmons. From 12 feet out. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Well, with Embiid, the inside-out game, you mentioned, Chris, he can take over with his skill set.
I like how calm and collective he is when he gets a player in the post. He doesn't need it on the block. If he gets the ball 10 feet away, he can still go to work. He looks great, whether he's facing up a defender or backing someone down. Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Smith finds Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Smith outside. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jay comes in for Big Smooth. And Hunter subbed in for the kid. And then for Philadelphia, Craig Monroe. He's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Ennis comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Smith.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing. That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Lakers leading by 9. Brown outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Here's Hicks. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's good. 2 points. Hicks has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Simmons passes to Johnson. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, that's all because of the persistence from Johnson, battling for the second chance bucket.
The pass to Kuzma, beyond the arc. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
LeBron's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
You know, well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Hicks kicks to Kuzma. LeBron left side. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
No good from Simmons. Los Angeles leading by 8. James, the pass to Kuzma. McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got his first points of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Simmons. 15 points in the game. And Johnson with the stuff.
Now, you can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Hunter kicks to McGee. LeBron outside. Puts it up from 7. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Now here's James. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. James left side. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
And James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
Now here's Ennis, guarded by Kuzma. Swiped away. It's 2-on-1. Up the floor. James misses.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Kept alive, poked loose. And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Horford is out there with Monroe. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. '76ers on defense. A 12-point game. Hicks passes to LeBron.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Simmons on the wing. Over Hunter. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. Smith against LeBron. Over Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's 31 points for LeBron. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Monroe finds Simmons. Shoots over McGee. No good from Simmons. Lakers leading by 12. James outside. Here's Hicks. Good work defensively by Horford.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Simmons. Five to shoot. Charity stripe shot. Drained for 2 points. Simmons got 19 points.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Greg Monroe. Free throw good, LeBron. See, Webb, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say when the shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with a step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating?
Wow.
Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through.
That is something else. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by the Lakers, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here is McGee. Lakers passing it around. LeBron kicks to Hunter. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Big Smooth comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's the kid in for Hunter. The 76ers trail by 13. And the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brown is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Simmons dishes to Harris. Shoots from 14, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, even when you are right in Harris's face, he feels at ease rising up for the J. You can only do so much against this guy sometimes.
Here's Akwebu. LeBron outside. To the inside. Hicks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Simmons against Brown. Embiid wide open. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 13. To the paint. It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Outside, Simmons. And stolen by James. Lays it in off the breakaway. LeBron's got 38 points.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this game.
Pass to Davenport. LeBron against Harris. Brown the pass to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Smith. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Smith's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
But it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that.
And some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Jay. Davis is subbed in for Big Smooth. 76ers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And here is Simmons. Here is outside. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's the kid, guarded by Simmons. Smith for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. That's 12 points for Smith.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Passes it to Cousins. He kicks it to Davis. The pass to Davenport from deep, and the 3 ball is good. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now here's Simmons. Harris, right side. Back to Simmons. Pulls it from the elbow. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Right wing. Got a piece of it and stolen by Horford. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Harris, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the 76ers call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. Told him, hey, stick with what's working. He said they're giving us all the room we need to get easy looks in the paint. Let's keep working the ball inside. Guys, back to you.
Simmons, and Davis sends it back. They get it back. Harris finds Horford. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith. The shot off that time. Davis with some nice D. Rebound by the 76ers. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The 76ers trail by 8. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Cousins knocks it away. And even 3-on-3 break. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. .157 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. The 76ers with another miss.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Cousins. Embiid, no good.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he has come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
And Brown drops them both. And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. It's a season of peaks and valleys. Give me a snapshot of where you've been the last few games as a team.
We got better today. That's the most important thing. We got better. We didn't take a step backwards like we did in our last 2 games. So, we're happy about that.
On to the next one. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.